Okay, she is wired and fired. And we've got a nice bit of Kendorf anchored to the floor and the joist. So we got the corrugated stainless steel tubing strapped there. We also got the electrical and the thermostat wire. Nice and solid looking. Got our service switch here. You're still able to get to the serial number and model number and ratings on the boiler. Sight glass with you can see the layer of oils starting to form. We've already drained and fired the boiler. We saw it cycle on pressure and tested the low water cutoff and the feeder. We got the feeder set delay 2 minutes at 1 gallon per feed. Had a little bit of an emergency. I had a bad solder joint that held for 24 hours and then all of a sudden started to leak. So we got that fixed and got that taken care of. Gas line, we've got our drain here. We got the drain sticking out so that it doesn't cause problems for the gas valve. And then I'm going to show you the back here. I've got a coupling here rather than a cap so that the bucket handle can catch on that and be suspended here and be able to do a skim when the time comes. This is our safety valve drip right there with a quick disconnect union that we like to add. You've seen those on other videos. For those of you who have seen this stuff before, very similar. Clean out there for making sure that this doesn't have schmutz. We find schmutz there all the time when we clean. So we got some new piping here. This enables access to this back area. We've got it supported there. We're able to drill and anchor into the stone. And got a union, and there is a bushing, brass bushing and drain valve, and we were able to do a no return flush by shutting that. And there's the Harford loop with the extra heavy nipple, and we got extra heavy all the way to the union there. So that should last for many a year. Cap there, as I said before, flue damper, and it does. So there, I think you can sort of see the overall system is a parallel flow, meaning the steam, the water, and the air all move in one direction. The air is eliminated by the vent that we added there to get the steam to this end fairly quickly. Then the water parts company and goes down the wet return and goes back to the boiler. Now, any run out on a single pipe steam is counterflow. Namely, this is going to a radiator. The steam is moving up in this direction. The air is moving towards the vent, and the water trickles back down against the flow of the steam and runs back there and down and back to the boiler. Now I got our cover plate here. We have activated the emergency switch. Let me show you where that is. Right there. This was oil at one time, and now it's gas. This was deactivated Now we've got a nice trigger guard here to keep this from being turned off by accident. When we checked around, there are no leaks on the radiators or no hissing vents, and the VXT is on guard to monitor any significant water losses. So I thank you again very much. Oh yeah, this made up very nicely, and I think there's no evidence of any leaks. There weren't any when we came back after having this thing filled with water overnight. And of course we've run it and we're under pressure. We reached about 2 pounds of steam pressure, and no leaks anywhere except for that one bad solder joint. That was totally my fault. Let's see if I'll show it to you here. Let's see if we can get a good. Now that one looks good. You can see I had full involvement of the solder. No, that's the good one. This one here, see if we can spot it. Right there. There was the leak path. Didn't quite take up. So that was on me. It happens. So there we are. Thank you all again, and stay safe, and I hope to see you on the next boiler, which I think is coming up in a couple of weeks.